Now we are going to set up the GraphQL in our project. So first of all, we need to install another package, npm i-s express GraphQL. This package will allow us to use the GraphQL with Express.js. Express GraphQL has installed successfully. Now I'm going to import that package. Import Express GraphQL from Express GraphQL. That's it. Now here we need to register a middleware, and we need to provide the path for the GraphQL. Graphical. And I'm gonna provide call the GraphQL HTTP GraphQL. Basically, you can rename that GraphQL HTTP. It depends on you, but I like this name, GraphQL HTTP. Cool. Here we need to provide the config option. You can say that we need to provide the options here. Okay, the first one is schema. I did not define the schema yet. I'll show you how to define the schema. We need to provide the root value. We did not define the root value. I'll show you. And yes, I want to use the GraphQL tool. It will set it to true because it's a Boolean property. Now it's time to create the schema. You need to create a new schema.js file. Bam, a schema is created. First of all, we need build schema utility method from the GraphQL. We need build schema method. Build schema. It will generate a schema for us. So let's define that. Const schema, and I'm gonna use the backtick. The first one is we need to define the query type query, and here I'm gonna define the simple query method string. The type should be string. That's it. So what it will do, it will export any schema. Here you can call the build schema here. Build schema. I need to provide that text. Then it will return the schema. Now I can export default schema. That's it. Now I need to import the schema first. Import schema from the schema file. So we have used the schema. Now let's run the application first by using npm start. I got the error because we did not define the, what is that? Build schema is not defined. Why? Oops, there is a wrong here. Schema, that's it. Now app is running, root is deprecated because you use global. So let's define the root here. Root is equals to object. Now I'm gonna test it from the browser. What you need to do, you need to go to this endpoint /GraphQL. Here you will see this GraphQL tool. It's a very handy tool. Facebook has created this GraphQL tool to test the GraphQL queries. So here you will see the docs. This is a query object. Here is a root type. I already showed you what is the purpose of root type. And inside this query, there is only single hello field. So let's query for the hello field. You got the null because we did not add the resolver yet. So here we need to provide the resolver for hello. It will return the. Now I'm going to return the simple message. Hello, welcome to GraphQL. Let's test it from the browser again. Now I'm going to send the request. Incredible. Now you will see this message, hello. You can add multiple fields. Let me show you the GraphQL hub. GraphQL hub. Open the GraphQL hub. So we have already worked with this GraphQL API. If you will see the docs, this is the return type is query. In our case, return type is query. Cool. Now you can add all these fields. So let me show you. I'm going to show you from the demo purpose. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add another field. Let's say it's the return type should not be string, but I'm going to show you for the demo purpose like Twitter. In this way, you can add multiple fields or GitHub and string. That's it. Now I'm going to refresh the browser. Bam. Here we have all these fields. Hello, Hacker News. But these fields will not work because we did not add resolver for that fields. In this way, you can generate schema in GraphQL.